12 or 13, I think it's 12 now. And we're going to be heading down to one of our mini labyrinths and do more mining. Yeah. Mining is something I would like to do off camera, but to be made for our main progress updates, and I also want to go over some stuff that we have done, because I think it is good for you guys to actually know what is going on the channel. Okay, so the reason why I didn't post for like a week straight is because, well, upload times take forever due to my channel, and the recording software I used to use was XSplit Gamecaster, and apparently it couldn't handle my internet. So yeah, and so I decided not to even upload any of the content I wanted to post that week. So I had to scrap that idea entirely, just in order to be able to make these videos. Oh god. So yeah. And so now I'm using NVIDIA GeForce Experience, and it works great. It's going to allow me to record in better quality, and I'm using Movie Maker, Windows 10 Movie Maker, to edit my stuff now. And obviously I'm going to have to make multiple clips, but Windows Movie Maker allows for that to happen. I just realized I was not lining up the right pickaxe. But yeah. And I'm glad about this. This is a really good change, in my opinion, for our channel, or at least for my games. Meaning I can start posting the longer content like Diablo and whatnot, because Diablo is always going to be a very long process to make. Like, the thing is, it is straight gameplay, as what essentially my Diablo series is. It is gameplay by the standard. I am here to play the game, you are here to watch the game. Okay, and it is very fun to play Diablo 3, and I love Diablo 3. It is the fact that it absorbed a lot of video time. I think most of the episodes were probably well over 30-ish minutes, and yeah, it's a lot of time be putting into one video, and some of them are even longer. I think, yeah, some of them are even longer than that. But other than that, the channel won't be changing. Obviously, school comes first, so I probably won't be following the schedule that I have on my About section. So don't really follow that. Follow the schedule I'm going to be putting out now, which is I'm going to post probably every Friday and sometimes the weekends, but mainly Friday, because that is when I don't really do anything that much. Like, I don't even work on stuff, because it's a relaxing day. Fridays to me are meant to be a relaxed session that you can just enjoy your time with. And due to the fact that I spent the entire day today at the zoo working on a project, I decided to play some Minecraft. And I like playing Minecraft and making this series. It is really fun. It gives me to express some of the other qualities that I have while still playing a game I really like. For any subscriber out there, even though we don't really have much, suggest some stuff. I'm happy to play basically anything, because, well, it's, yeah. But that will be putting on the back burner for a while for your suggestions, because I gotta finish up Minecraft and Diablo first. I think Diablo will be the first of the two series to actually finish up first, because it's got a set storyline, and I only plan to get all the way through the game. I don't want to make any more expansion on it. Like, for the series is straight up. Here, I played until I beat Diablo, and yeah, did all the story. That's essentially all I'm going to be doing in that series. And I think we're on like episode 6, and that's like a ways away. Pretty sure we can make about 30 to 40 episodes of that series. before you start beating the game. Because obviously, I will start grinding quite a bit on that game. Another game that might come to the channel, or a game in particular that might come to the channel, is Destiny 2. Not many people actually know this, apart from my real life friends, is that I really am a big Destiny fan. They really don't like that, but I really like Destiny. It is a very fun game in my opinion, but you have to have the right mindset going into it. You're gonna have to like the gunplay and just accept all the flaws of how essentially this game is pretty bad when it comes to gaming standards. Yet it's a really good game in my opinion. Even though it's bad in many ways, it has this survival factor to it. It essentially survives. It does what other games can't even imagine to do, which is survive. Most games die within a month or so. Destiny, on the other hand, has been one of those games that has an anomaly to it. Yeah, people don't like it, and yet it still lives to this day, and I love that. Obviously, I like Destiny because it's a cool grinding game, and I can min-max my character. It's a really fun game, except if you know this reference, Warlocks are the best, because Titans and Hunters are garbage. And I'm not saying it's a master race, but we're pretty darn powerful compared to you fatties. So, yeah. The reason why we might introduce Destiny 2 is because of cross-save, because cross-save allows me to put all of my cool stuff from console, which is my Xbox, all the way onto PC. And I love that. I'm gonna love playing on PC because, yeah, console is really good, but the meta is god awful. Not to mention, going to PC will allow me to work on my mouse and keyboard action because, to be fair, I didn't play PC gaming for like 4 to 5 years straight. And I think the only PC game I really got into was like RuneScape or something. And that doesn't really require much, but yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we can find some decent stuff in this mining expedition, because I'd like that a lot. Let's see here. In terms of other things I plan to do in Minecraft, the Back to Beta series, I really want to be building stuff, a lot more bigger stuff. Because the world itself at the moment is just my base, the bridge, and that's basically it. And maybe the tower, but that's something for us to have. That's essentially what this world is. It is a world where I have only built a few structures. I want to build and fill this world with massive amount of structure and power. I want it to be really good. I want it to be a world where, hey, I built that, and ooh, that's cool, and oh, that's got a lot of history to it. Because I want to go back to the series eventually and be like, oh, I remember doing that. That was a lot of fun. Because here's the thing. The original Minecraft Adventures series was a very fun idea that I had. Make a Minecraft Let's Play. And I did that for 18 episodes. And it was a pretty consistent upload basis as well. Oh. But the reason why I ended up stopping was because it wasn't fun for me. It stopped being fun because of some factors. Factors that this kind of threw me off. Plus, anyways, I had to end it because I wouldn't be posting it anymore. Then I eventually made a sequel series to that of Minecraft Modded Adventures, and that one I actually really enjoyed a lot as well. But the reason why we stopped it was because it wasn't because of, oh, I wanted to stop it. It It was because, oh, the game decides to kill itself and I can't do anything, and it just corrupts the world. I don't like redoing a lot of things because I put in so much effort already. And where the heck's that zombie coming from? Oh, it's coming from above. Okay. I don't like to redo things because here's the thing: when you redo something, you've essentially lost every part of it. That's why in episode 8, titled World Corruption of Minecraft Adventures, we had to make a new world, and I was fine with making it because we didn't make as much progress as I thought we did in the previous world. It was actually kind of cheaty because, you know, I built a little thing called an AFK fish farm, and yeah. And it's been really fun just making a bunch of this content. I like making it. It is fun, and hopefully I can get episode 11 and 10 and 11 out. And yeah, I really hope I can get that out today because it would be very fun to make and just enjoy. This is just a pure live commentary of just mining. It's a very relaxing thing. You just don't have to think about anything as much. And it's really fun to make all these mining stuff because, well, you're just mining. It's all you are. Mining in Minecraft is Minecraft's biggest strength because it is extremely calming for how simple and effective it really is. And I'm also glad that Minecraft is making its resurgence. It technically never died. The trend just made it look like it died. But in actuality, Minecraft itself had gone into download. It was essentially a trend, then it wasn't. That's why people stopped going to it. Because it wasn't that big, hip thing that was on YouTube. It wasn't the big thing at the time anymore. And yeah. It really wasn't that thing anymore. That is why people stopped playing it, or that's what people thought. Everyone really needs to know that Minecraft itself never died. It just wasn't a trend. People tend to flock to trends as their main gaming source. I flock to this game because it's really fun. I flock to Fortnite because my friends and I got into it. That is essentially my gaming experience. If I am interested in it, or my friends are, I am willing to try it. It just so happened I got pretty addicted to Fortnite, and yeah, and played for quite a while. It wasn't until the spring break of 2019, which is this year, that I actually got back into Destiny. Because here's the thing, Destiny 2, at the time of 2017, and 2018 for that matter, was absolute garbage. I am saying that as a Destiny fan. I've sunk in many hours into the game itself. And here's the thing, it just became garbage. It was boring. It had nothing for me to do. I just waited for my clan to do everything, and, well, boom, done. We're here. We got all the cool stuff. I didn't need to do anything. There was literally no point. I got Acreus, if you don't know what that is. It's a legendary heavy shotgun in Destiny 2 to just brag. But in actuality, they soon got it as well, and it didn't really become a bragging right. It was more of, oh, this randomly appeared as a raid exotic. Oh, I just got it. Ooh, yeah. And Curse of Osiris came out. I thought it might be a pretty good piece of expansion. I was so wrong. It made me not want to play at all for the game. But I gave it a chance after taking a few months of break, and eventually I got into Warmind. My friends and I wanted to get back into Destiny, so we tried out Warmind. Well, I know I didn't want to do that anymore. For one thing, Warmind, what to me is as Curse of Osiris, and that's a very unpopular opinion because people consider Warmind to be a step up in Curse of Osiris. But here's the thing: Warmind didn't offer me anything that I wanted that wasn't the Escalation Protocol shotgun, and for that matter, the purpose of Escalation Protocol was to be some sort of weird horde mode that you can constantly, continuously replay. But here's the thing: it requires 9 people to complete. To this day, yes, to this day, this thing was intended for 3 people, and yet it takes 9 to complete because of how absurd everything is. And I don't like that about Escalation Protocol. Now it's pretty much a blow through, but it requires a decent amount of people. You're not gonna beat it with just 3 people. You have to be as optimal as possible to do that. And guess what? I'm not optimal enough to do that. And that's why I quit Warmind. It was so boring. The strikes were terrible because, oh, you put 2 modifiers that essentially make you killable in every step of the way. Then what's the point of even playing strikes? And when eventually Forsaken came out, I bought it, but I wasn't into it whatsoever. I played the first few missions and didn't like it at all. My friends weren't even playing it, so I just went back to Fortnite for that year. It wasn't until spring that my friends and I decided to give Destiny a one more try. And, well, for one thing, we got back into it. We burned through content like crazy. Here is what I mean by burn through. We managed to beat the Forsaken campaign along with all of the Black Armory stuff and Joker's Wild stuff within 2 weeks and max out 700 power in that small amount of time. That is how much we burned through content. That is how easy Destiny 2 has become. Alright, let me put this in perspective for Destiny users. Back in the original Destiny, you had a light level system. You could get to 400, but that path to 400 had 2 different setaway paths that you needed to follow. You could technically do one or the other, and maybe a little bit of both, but, well, really, you wanted to pick one or the other as your prime objective. So you could either pick the solo route, which was a slower yet you could still do it route, and then there's the raiding route where it still takes some time, but you can get there much faster than the solo route. Those were the 2 paths you had to choose. I managed to pick the raiding path because it was quite fun, but even so, it still took me 3 months to get to 400 light power. This is from the bottom up. Me using a spark of light to get to 280 power. I think it was around like that. Just to get there. This is from me being an inexperienced player, not knowing any of the caches. It took me 3 months to get there. And essentially, yeah, it took a while. 400 light level was not that easy to get. It wasn't a burn through. Yeah, it may be considered a burn through now, but here's the thing. The reason why it's considered a burn through now is because people know how to do it. And at the time of Rise of Iron's release, people were essentially hoarding engrams. And in my opinion, you shouldn't be able to do that. You should have to force yourself to put those engrams away and just get rid of them. You don't need to put them all away and say, hey, I'm going to stock up for the next light system. Like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. That's essentially what that system was. That is what people did. They just stocked up on light. And that was kind of what made the raid considered easy, but in actuality, people didn't have that struggle that they had with King's Fall, which was the previous raid, which people had insane amount of struggle with because it was freaking King's Fall, a very hard raid at that time. And well, really, that's the thing. Bungie, people always complain in the Destiny community of how unpowerful they are, but they never look at the bigger picture. You want to know what that bigger picture is? We are extremely powerful in the Destiny community. You look at what we have. We have pinnacle weapons that can annihilate everything. Everything. It didn't matter how powerful you are. You get one of those things, you are gonna slay everything. And people should really stop complaining about that stuff, because it really doesn't help the game at all. Saying, oh, we're not powerful enough, oh, I don't feel powerful. You have weapons that just annihilate everything. The reason why you don't feel powerful is because you're already way too powerful, and the enemies are just weaker than you in every sense of the word. They are weaker than you because of that. Well, guys, that was basically my little rant on everything. It's just a sort of mining episode. We got a decent amount of stuff, but I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm glad to be posting again. Hopefully, I can post a lot more often with this stuff. Obviously, uploads are still going to take a little bit, but at least they won't cancel themselves. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, and yeah.